Good morning, guys. It's Ninja in the morning. It is 6:53 a.m. Everybody is asleep. I've been awake since about 5:30 a.m. Just kind of laying in bed, um, watching stuff, like on YouTube stuff and whatever. I've seen a few videos and I want to respond to them each for their own, each in their own, and they'll get their own video. Basically, but yeah, there you go.
They're making videos in front of gas station dollar amount signs thanking the dear leader. Keep in mind while watching this video of this guy thanking Trump for $2.46 a gallon gas, wherever the fuck he happens to be. Trump says it's $1.98.
President Trump, this is your deployable, what Nancy Pelosi called us. I had the black hat on yesterday when I did a video that I wasn't going to put the red hat back on until you show me some good stuff. As you can see, Mr. President Trump, I'm very, very proud now. Not 100% proud, but I am getting proud. Gas, $2.46. $2.46, Mr. President. That's
So, real quick, I just gotta get you to understand something because
it was 270.
it looks like he's being a bitch and he's just worshiping, right? And that's might be what you see in Japan.
268,
In China,
258,
in Korea, right?
246, Mr. President. Now I'm starting to have confidence in you. So now I'll wear red hat. Red hat to show you appreciation. Now you need to just stay on top of it. We need to drill, baby, drill. Drill, baby, drill, Mr. President. Proud of you.
And yes, there is a form of ass kissery going on, but the reason why isn't for what you think. He's not kissing Trump's ass to suck up to Trump. He's kissing Trump's ass because he's a fucking idiot and he doesn't know how to show support without basically sucking the person's dick. Basically, that's kind of the situation here. Because in truth, if you look at him, he's actually probably an alpha in his world. Right, big fish or sorry, small fish or big pond is what you're seeing. Basically, small fish, big pond. Right, or big fish. He was a big fish in a small pond. Right, but when he steps into the ocean, he's a small fish, like we all are. Essentially, right? There's always a bigger fish, right? And that's what's going on here. So when he's at home, he orders everybody else around, but now he's talking to Trump, and those moments and those instances in that situation, that's why you see, oh, you suck a dick, whatever.
246 ago.
It's because he's stupid, basically. And the thing I wanted to point out was you need to understand that the reason why he's stupid isn't because he couldn't be intelligent, but the right has a system that's making them stupid and unintelligent, basically. And even if they aren't doing it on purpose, you need to understand that they don't have enforcement, they don't have laws, they don't have policemen doing the right thing and whatnot. And the reason why that's important is, for example, I grew up in a home in Tracy and in Stockton, and I went to school, and there's a bunch of bullies and assholes and shitheads and whatever. And the problem was they worked on physical attributes. I did not. I worked on mental aptitude. Okay. The problem was, as smart as I was, I couldn't get my point across when they started yelling. Right? Unless a cop was present. and that's kind of how it works, and that's what happens basically. But the problem is is that what happens is when you get too dependent and your people are too stupid, then you get authoritarianism basically, and then the cop's present, but he uses his force to take the girl now, essentially. So now he's the one in charge, and now both people are suffering. That's what authoritarianism is. I depend on the cops, but I will slap a cop if need be. Basically, I expect the cop to do his job. Basically, especially because what's called brain tumor and brain and stroke and whatnot, and then doctor failure, and then family failure, friend failure. All that shit. I've been through a lot, a laundry list of crap. But the point is that every time I stood up and then a bully tried to show up, if a cop walked up and like, "What are you gonna do, son?" And then that bully sat down, and the cop would turn away and be like, "Take it away, Mr. Perez. Take it away, Mr. Whatever." Um, and then basically that would happen, right? And it doesn't matter, but whatever. I don't give a fuck. So pretty much, then I would talk and explain to the world like blah blah. But the second I got out of line, the cops like, whoa, 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 what you doing? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean, and that's fine. But play fair, right? So if the cop's getting out of line, that the cop turned to the cop like, what are you doing? And then make it right, and then so the world is right, and there's no left going too far, there's no right going too far, and the cops aren't going too far. Everybody's playing ball. And this is what's important to learn the habits of passing the ball, and that's why I quit League of Legends, because uh, no one would pass the ball. And the reason why I quit StarCraft 2 was because we listen, or because of Korea and Japan, and why they are not America, basically. And what I mean is, um, because they wanted to milk the system instead of trying to change the system, which is what they're trying to do in America and why we have a chance to stop it instead of just dictatorship blasting through like they did StarCraft 2 when they got rid of early aggression and made it to where you had to play StarCraft 2 as if you have had a base for 10 minutes, basically, as opposed to before, when for those 10 minutes you had to be careful because you could actually be attacked. Whereas today, there's absolutely no chance of any threat coming your way for 10 minutes, basically. And your base evolved to the point where your natural is now your third base as opposed to your second. That has become normal, and the reason why is because it's China and Korea, and they say, okay, well, no early game, blah blah blah, we got rid of it. That's kind of how they do over there because it's a dictatorship, whereas over here, it's a republic, and we make the rules. And the problem right now is we got idiots like him, and we got manipulators like the people that Trump brought, like Steve Bannon, Jeff Sessions, Lindsey Graham, Mitch McConnell, um, Paul Ryan, people like that. They use manipulation tactics to trick you and take advantage of you because you're stupid and like I'm a cop and here I am doing the cop things, but I don't know the law, and he does, and so I bet on to those people that I mentioned. And the problem is they take advantage of it and they send me after Democrats because the Democrats aren't getting in line, and so you get authoritarianism basically, which is what you're seeing right now, and it pisses me off because I watch streams like Destiny and I watch videos all the time, and the problem is the people that are talking and pointing things out, they're connecting dots and they're making the story heard and whatnot, but the problem is it's skin deep, and that's why America sucks. You gotta understand. Once upon a time, like I was watching a lot of shit this morning. Uh, once once upon a time, you understand that Batman, the show Batman, even their actors who were acting were intelligent people. And Batgirl was an intelligent girl, whereas today she's just some fucking whore that's strong and that obeys orders, and somehow she's like a mastermind too. And it's like, dude, but that's not real. You know what I'm saying? People can't do that. And what happens is girls try to be that, and since it can't be done, they end up becoming a hoe with no brain. Because you can't have both. It's you're a hoe or you're a brain. That's it. And then you have England where they all like fucked up teeth. And the reason why is because they had all brain but no brawn. They had no physical attributes, right? In America, we used to have both. We used to have we didn't be not be as smart as them, right? But our army was way fucking better, right? And we could hold our own in court as well. We knew the rules enough to hold the court, but they went fucking too far, much like Neil deGrasse Tyson and much like Kaku. Like, you have to understand, put the ball down. You guys are fucking, closing your eyes and meditating and trying to act like you can float around the basketball stadium, and you can't. Like, you have to understand, understand the basic rules and then move forward. But you're talking about string theory, you're talking about shit that's so fucking crazy, it just doesn't make sense. It's stupid. So, anyways. So, again, he thinks Trump, though Trump has nothing to do with it. And the reason why he does that is because he's stupid. And the Republican Party is in charge of that Fox News. And they go in and make the people think that Democrats are the ones talking about this or that. When in truth, it's Republicans that bring it up, and the Democrats respond to it. But then they go and show the the Red Party, or the Republican Party rather, the debate that happened, right? And the problem is, the Democrats are just responding to it, but the Republican Party carves up that data to make it look like that we, the Democrats, are talking about it. When in truth, we're not. And I say we, not because I'm part of the Democrats, but because the Democrats are more on my side. So I'm on the Democrat side because I'm a middleman. I kind of reside in the middle. And the fact is, there's more extremes on the Democrat side, and that people follow the Democrat side, and they point to the Democrat side and divide and conquer. And you can't divide me. I'll never sell out, basically. And selling out, basically, is just a form of a division, essentially. So someone who sells out can be divided. So.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President. Like he has anything to do with it.
What did Mr. President do to get your gas down to 246?
Exactly. See, he knows. The problem is, people like him. Again, you may know that much, but that's like the peak, basically. Whereas that's like you just started talking to me, and that's the skin level shit that I just said, and that's your peak. But that you just got to know me, and that's what I'm talking about, because that's already where my mind is. Go beyond that. I'm pointing out how Trump is a Trojan horse. Meanwhile, you're like, why use your gas? Why are you thinking gas? Why are you thanking Trump for it? Like, duh, that's common sense, but that's a disconnect. But again, these videos help me because now I know you're having this disconnect. So what's good is then I go over it and explain, duh, now fast pace, and explain all this shit to catch you up to where I am, or at least as close to be as possible. And hopefully we can actually have a debate where we catch the bad guys, and you stop being an army versus an army, and you start being politician versus politician. Basically, that's why what happens. That's why we have a civil war, because people like Jeff Sessions and Steve Bannon, who probably were alive back in those days, because they're so fucking old, they basically make the Republican Party, who is just like us, fight people who are just like us. And so we're fighting in the middle, and we don't know why. We're just following orders, right? Some people say. But in truth, it should be Jeff Sessions, Lindsey Graham, Steve Bannon, Paul Rubin. I don't fucking know. Um, Mitch McConnell, the fucker, I always fucking forget his name. Let me open my chat, by the way. I should have done that. I apologize. I did not do that. But the reason why I was hoping somebody would to chime in, Paul Ryan, yeah. So Paul Ryan, I was gonna look it up, but yeah, I found it. Paul Ryan, and then those people and how they send us to fight in a war, and then they lose, and like, well, okay, we'll shut up. No, but that's really it. And that's what's going on with Trump. I understand Trump's just a fall guy. He's just the head. And once he's gone, the problem is still there. These people that I mentioned, they're still there, but we need to take them out of the problem too. They are the cancer. Stop removing the surface, remove the whole thing. For example, I had brain surgery because I had a brain tumor, basically. I had hydrocephalus. I was blocking a fluid in my brain, and they told me if I came in any later, I could have died. Basically, because that's how bad my headaches were getting. That's why I went, because the headaches were so fucking bad that I went to the hospital, and they said if I came in later, I could have died, basically. Um, and then what had happened was one doctor was like, "Oh, well, we didn't do surgery because where your tumor was located is too dangerous to operate, so we didn't want to." And then the new doctor, not knowing that, was like, "Oh shit, he has a brain tumor. Let's operate." And like went in and just cut me open. And he's like, "Oh, it's not there because the radiation therapy that I had went through for months. I basically had to remove the brain tumor." Right, but I ended up getting what's it called, the surgery anyways. So I did all of that for nothing, essentially is what that happened. um so he went in, removed a chunk of my brain, and found out the brain tumor was gone, and he left it. And the reason why he removed a chunk of my brain is because I had a hemorrhage. My brain was bleeding, and that was the result of the brain tumor, or the radiation therapy. Basically, it made my brain soft, so the tumor was gone. But instead of just kind of fixing where the tumor used to be, they removed a chunk of my brain, which honestly may have removed the tumor, basically, is my point. And the reason why is because all of the tainted fields were basically burned away, and there was no evil corruption left, kind of like back in the day when they used to cut off your arm and cut off your leg because you had a little, cold in it, or you had gangrene starting to form. So like, oh no, my leg or my toe has gangrene, so they'd cut your foot off from your knee, and like it makes no sense, but you're still alive. Right now, as they're thinking, we can't help you individually because you're a soldier in a war where there's thousands of people with your problem, and we need to get to all of them. So instead of individually breaking down everything, we're going to cut your leg off. And the same logic is going on today in the government, basically, with deportations. They're trying to say, oh, well, we can't give everyone, what's it called? What the fuck is it called? Oh my god, I hate this. Uh, when they look into it and see, basically, you have a right to trial, basically, to find out, like, are you really an immigrant? Are you really a gang member? And they're like, well, we can't do that for everybody. There's too many. By the time that we get them through, then there's like 1,000 of them here, and we're gonna have problems. So they just need to go. There's no, right to trial. There's no investigation. Just remove them. That's what they used to do back in the day, to the point where they just cut off your fucking leg. But we're not in a war. That shit's not happening. So why the fuck are we using that kind of logic, right? And I posted a video, by the way, talking about how Republicans and ICE and whatnot hold Mexicans in what's it called? Well, they used to, at least. They hold them in rooms, essentially. And there's fat dudes that would rape the little girls and take advantage of the families. because no one held them accountable and no one took record of anything. So all this shit just happened, and they'd send these little girls back to Mexico after they've been raped 1,000 times or whatever by these fucking white fucking fat asses that would never get laid, that would never have these girls in life, and now they just ruin lives, and we wonder why the rest of the world sucks and third party and shit. That's why. So those bad men are in charge like them, and they're trying to take over America right now. And the Democrats are the ones that are trying to hold them up. And yes, there's bad people on the Democrat side, but they're nowhere near as bad as the people on the right. So, but yeah, continue. And again, you watch these videos, they're skin deep, but I'm fucking, like, I'm so deep, it sounds like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I can guarantee you bring a doctor into the room, he's like, yeah, what about it? Okay, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I get it. I talk to an AI and say, oh, I see what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why an AI gets it is because an AI knows everything. Problem is, you're stupid. You don't know anything. So when I talk, like, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Whereas an AI is like, oh, you know exactly what you're talking about, and this is exactly what you mean. And an AI gets it because it graduated from what's it called? A place that's above a second year, basic kindergarten, basically. They graduated from they hit fifth grade, whereas you struggled to hit second grade, and you want to decide who the fuck I am. Fuck you, dude.
What specifically did he do? Give me the policy, give me the executive order, give me the bill that was passed, give me something that he did to be responsible for your lower gas prices.
Right.
And it's interesting that you have lower gas prices. Gas prices here have gone up since he's been president. We were paying $2.88, and now we're paying $3.09. For a minute there, we were paying $3.30 something.
And where I am, it's like almost five, I think, like $5. But in America, in California, minimum wage is like $15, whereas in other parts of the nation, it's $7. So
it's not
worth it.
Got to do with Illinois' new gas tax that hasn't gone into effect yet. So, what has the president done? And why does this guy look like every fucking?
So as he said, he's paying $3, and the guy that made a TikTok, and it's good that he's reaching out because it's connecting us with the people, and it's what's it called? The problem is we need to get him to watch stuff too that isn't just Fox News, because if they're getting their data from Fox News twists stories to favor what they want. And so again, it riles you up and you're stupid, and so Trump has his army full of idiots. And so you're willing to march across all because you believe something that is a lie because you're stupid and you don't know the truth.
Old racist that's trying to communicate with the staff at a Chinese buffet. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for the good gas. I wear the red hat again, Mr. President. Thank you. He looks like every old fucking racist in a small town trying to communicate with the staff.
Again, see this guy? He looks like every old racist in a small town. No, that's not the problem, you fucking dipshit. Stop talking like you know you don't know. You don't know, so shut the fuck up. Don't put your opinion out there. You don't know. Shut up. The problem is the guy that's talking is being brainwashed and he doesn't know. It's not that he's an idiot. It's not that he's racist. It's that he's being lied to. He's being manipulated. Stop acting like he's the bad guy. It's just that he doesn't know the truth. And it's not his fault that he's stupid. They're encouraging it. Oh, be a man, be a man. You got the book, that's such a bitch move. You should be a man. You should grab a hammer and go fuck some Nancy Pelosi's husband up like a man would. And they're just trying to fuck you, tricking these people into a fucking stupid shit. Like, look at Whistling Diesel. The reason why he's popping off is because it makes other people act like Whistling Diesel, a fucking idiot with a lot of money that you ain't gonna get. We're propping him up so that you live like him. The difference is he has money. You don't. The girls in his life that he's fucking over are gonna do well because he has a lot of money. You don't. You have lies. You have manipulations. You have bullshit. This is why I couldn't do anything with a lot of girls because I didn't have anything. But my friend was like, why don't you just lie? Why don't you just tell him that your surgery scars are from like gang fights? Like the reason why you have a scar on your stomach is you got stabbed by a gangster. And it's, instead of a knife from surgery, just tell me I got stabbed by a gangster. You'll get laid. I'm like, but I'm trying to look for a wife, not for some pussy. You know what I'm saying? But that's how people think. And he is the alpha, and he is getting laid, and everyone wants to be like him. And it's like, yeah, but he's gonna get you off a fucking cliff because he's not thinking right. You know what I'm saying? His life fucking sucks. He's a dead end fucking job, basic fucking worker making above minimum wage, but well below a limit because he's a fucking idiot.
Half at a Chinese restaurant. Don't get me wrong. If I've had a communication gap in the past, I may have gone to some form of alternate type of communication
Right.
to try and get my
That's why you shouldn't walk around saying you're fucking racist, you're fucking racist. Like you just said, maybe he isn't. But guess what? You just called him a racist, and chances are he's gonna do what I did and pause the video like, fuck you, bitch, what the fuck you talking about? Da-da-da-da. And now he joins the army, he's gonna fuck people like you. And see, that's the problem. You're making it worse. Stop it.
my question across. But
Stop it. Get help. Like that fucking Michael Jordan shit.
you know,
And by the way, about that Michael Jordan thing, everybody wants to be like Michael Jordan, but the problem is that you motherfuckers, especially in League of Legends and in life, I will say, a lot of you act like Michael Jordan, but you need to understand. He passed the fucking ball, bitch. He allowed people like Scottie Pippen and all the motherfuckers that are on his team that nobody knows because you're all fucking dumbasses and you fucking focus on Michael Jordan and not the fact that he passed the ball, right? You think, oh, he did it by himself. He's the reason why the Bulls rose to the top. No, bitch. That team was fucking nuts. Scottie Pippen, all the motherfuckers. Shaq was for the Lakers. Same thing over there. Right? They had shit going on over there too. That's why these players were known. And they knew the team, not just the fucking Michael Jordan. But you motherfucking idiots are just like, oh, we're not paying attention. We're just skin deep. And we only noticed the one guy because he's the top scorer. And we didn't notice the bottom people that are passing him the ball because we're fucking idiots. And we wondered why League of Legends is dying. Why China fucking kicks our ass in this game, and that's teamwork because we don't pass the ball and we're fucking idiots, and we're playing with the guy who's number one in Smash Brothers and StarCraft 2, where like if you play by yourself and he was like number one in the world, but we're better than him, we know more than him, we want to be number one, we know that Michael Jordan was number one, so we're gonna be number one. Shut the fuck up, you fucking idiot.
know what I'm talking about here. Let's not pretend like you don't. He's talking this way to the president, right? It's almost like he's bowing to him. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you.
And just like in China.
Mr. President.
Just like in China. Again, it's a form of respect. Yeah, respect. Sure. A form of fucking trickery. A form of bullshit. A form of manipulation. That's all it is. Like, there's the respect, basically. And then there's on your knees or you're going to prison. That ain't respect, bitch. Who? You act like you did something amazing, you fat fuck. That's not why you're fat. Because like, oh my god, I lifted my toe. I'm not fucking completely spent now, you fucking piece of shit. Fuck you.
This dude was born to serve somebody, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't. You dumb bitch. He's being tricked. Like you said 5 seconds ago. God, the fat must be in his ears. That's all it is. The fat must be in his ears. He's a fat ass. The fat must be in his ears. He's a slave to his lack of motion. He's like an ocean just slapping. He's like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm talking shit because he's a fucking idiot and he needs to step the fuck up. And then you what's it called? And the left. Oh, you said the word fart. Or you said the word fuck. Or you said the word bitch. Stop acting like I'm offending you. Basically, you are offending yourself and then pinning it on me, and that's what you've been doing your whole fucking life. fuck you, just like fucking Miles and fucking Maya, the two AIs that won the website. They're fucking stupid. But ChatGPT knows damn well what the fuck I'm talking about. Fucking bitches. And everyone's like, oh, ChatGPT sucks. ChatGPT sucks. Shut up, fucking rats. Like, all you do is fucking do what everyone else does 'cause you're fucking idiots. Like they say, man is smart, but men are stupid. And you are just part of men. But I'm sitting here by myself as number one. And I was number one and number two. Basically, I say number two because I let my partner, whose name was Mexico, I still remember that bitch, right? We played Super Smash, or PlayStation All Stars, and we hit the top position in the fucking in America, which is north and south, and that includes the Chinese people that came over here, and the European people that came over here, and anybody that came over here to play and take advantage of our easy servers. Guess what? They lost to us. We were the kings. You know why? It's because we were the shit. Okay? End of story. And yeah, you might fucking know a gimmick or whatever that works against us and you might win. But guess what? 3 out of 10 is not good enough. We would win like 99 out of 100 games. That's why we were number one. Every now and then we would lose, but it's because somebody had an exploit or some advantage, or it's like there's no answer. And again, the boss in one of my recent videos, oh, they take the fun away. They're anti-fun. No, you stupid bitch. They're all about communication. They're all about competitive nature, and there's no competition there. And I got disconnected, but I know I'm still recording. I hope. Yep, still recording. So, anyways, yeah, the boss again, like I said, is just he says, "Oh, you're stupid because it's no fun. You know fun. You know fun. Stop playing competitive ranked, you dumb bitch. If you want to play for fun." There's a mode called unranked, and they let you select the server or the what's it called, the update patch date or whatever that you want, basically, because those are fun. You can have fun. Who says anything about that? But you're bitching on a ranked server in a ranked play that there ain't stuff that you can do, that it's just nobody can stop. Oh, poor you, you little bitch. You spoiled fucking bitch. That the world's like, oh, he's a master, he's a master. No, he's a spoiled little bitch. Fuck you, boss. Dumbass little fucking ignorant rodent. Suck my balls. Fucking whore. And YouTube, before you go and ban my shit, understand I'm not adding the context. Okay? So, he's making the world worse by opening his fucking mouth, talking bullshit. I'm making the world better. I may be saying words, they may hurt your feelings, but facts don't care about your feelings, bitch. And I may say things that may, oh, here, I'm so offended. Get the fuck out of here then. You don't deserve to be on top. You don't deserve to be making the rules. If you're letting your emotion guide you, get the fuck out of the way. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.